So, what happens when someone who's a master of building precision-driven systems turns that same focus to developing people? Well, you get a pretty unique kind of leader, someone who builds the frameworks for success and then builds the teams to make it all happen. Today, we're going to dive into the professional journey of Josh Bodzin, a career that really bridges those two critical worlds. Let's find out how he did it.
And check this out. Right from the get-go, the core themes of his career were already there. This early review from his manager, Dave Ivanko, isn't just fluff. It totally nails the exact traits that would define him. Tech-savvy, a solid background in quality, and this constant drive to challenge how things are done and come up with something better. This wasn't just a phase. This was his DNA. Okay, so where does a guy like this get his start? Well, Josh's career was forged in the super high-stakes, absolutely no room for error world of medical device document control. And to really get his journey, you have to understand the kind of discipline that environment demands. To really appreciate this, let's put it in perspective. We're not talking about just keeping files organized. In the medical device industry, document control is an FDA-regulated function. A single misplaced decimal point or an unapproved document can have massive, and I mean massive, consequences. An environment like that builds this deep, unshakable discipline for thinking in systems and focusing on quality. It's basically the perfect boot camp for an architect of process. But here's the thing. Josh didn't just manage the systems that were already there. Nope, he completely transformed them. And the proof is in the numbers. The tangible, hard number results that showed just how much value he could create by just seeing a better way to do things. Let's start with a number that'll make your jaw drop. $10 million. That's the estimated annual savings in engineering hours after he completely redesigned the company's SAP pre-production workflow. Now, this wasn't some minor tweak. It was a fundamental overhaul that had a staggering impact on the business's bottom line. And it wasn't just about speed. It was about getting it right. By streamlining the whole change control process, he cut the rejection rate of quality and engineering specs by 45%. I mean, think about what that really means. Less rework, fewer frustrating delays, and a much smoother, faster path from a great idea to actually making it happen. And he didn't stop there. His focus on efficiency went into resource management too. By digitizing and improving how they handled record retention, he found another $150,000 in annual cost savings. It just proves he could sniff out waste and create value in pretty much any corner of the business. So you're probably wondering, how on earth did he pull off that $10 million win? Well, he started by just taking a hard look at the old process, finding all the friction, the redundant fields, the way too many approvers. Then he rebuilt it, streamlined it with logic and smart fail-stops. He automated routing to slash delays, and here it is, the kicker. Look at step 4. He trained the teams. He didn't just build the system and walk away. He built up the people's ability to use it. And that right there is a huge clue about where his career was headed.
Yeah, that focus on training and development, it was absolutely not an accident. It was the other half of his professional DNA. While he was becoming a master of systems, he was also becoming this really powerful mentor and team builder. But hey, don't just take my word for it. This quote from another manager, Karen Liu, it just speaks volumes. It shows he took complete ownership of his team's growth. And just notice the result, helpful and cheerful attitudes. Come on, you can't fake that. That's the sign of a leader who isn't just managing tasks, but is actually building a positive, high-performing culture. And his approach to leadership was the whole package. He didn't just work with the team he was given, he rebuilt one from the ground up. He went out and actively fought for funding so his team could get professional certifications. He systematically tore down silos with cross-training and built bridges between departments with things like customer appreciation days. This is a leader who truly invests in his people. Okay, so let's recap. We've got an architect of systems on one side and a builder of people on the other. So what happens when you smash those two things together? Well, you get to the pivotal moment of this story, the building of a bridge from quality and process straight into the world of learning and development. This right here, this is the aha moment. Think about it. The skill of designing a user-friendly, error-proof system, that is the exact same skill you need to architect an intuitive, effective learning experience. Writing clear instructions is the same as developing great training materials. Analyzing a process for problems is just like doing a needs analysis to find skill gaps. Training teams on a new workflow is training. It's a perfect one-to-one translation of skills into a whole new arena. And you can literally see this evolution happen on the timeline. Look right there, 2016,
and training gets added to his title. That's the company basically saying, yep, we see what you're doing and we need more of it. Then he makes the focused leap into learning experience design, and then a super fast progression at Emergent, going from a specialist to managing training for commercial sales. It just proves his skills didn't just transfer, they made him incredibly effective, really fast.
So this evolution wasn't just a theory, right? The second he officially crossed that bridge into L&D, he started delivering huge results for some of the biggest names in business, all while mastering the tools of modern instructional design.
I mean, talk about instant credibility. As a learning experience designer, he was designing solutions for a who's who of global giants. We're talking Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Eli Lilly. This isn't just a client list, it's a massive stamp of approval that shows you the high caliber of his work and the trust these companies placed in him.
And for anyone out there who lives in the L&D world, you'll know these names: Addy, Sam, and Action Mapping. This just tells you he speaks the language. He's not just winging it. He's an expert at applying the industry's proven playbooks to create training that is structured, engaging, and most importantly, actually works.
And here we are again, back to the hard numbers. Because that's what it's all about, right? Results. At Emergent Biosolutions, his impact was immediate and totally measurable. A 33% jump in sales effectiveness. He reduced overdue training by an incredible 98%. And, tying it all back to his roots, he achieved 0 training-related audit findings. That's the quality and process guy in him, delivering quantifiable business results in a totally different department.
So what does this all add up to? When you synthesize that deep background and process with his proven success in developing people, you don't just get a training manager, you get a uniquely strategic learning and development leader. This is the ultimate takeaway. He's a process optimizer who makes everything more efficient. He's a quality expert, so you know it's going to be done right. He's a proven team builder who elevates everyone around him. He's a skilled instructional designer who creates training that actually sticks. And he's a strategic thinker who weaves all of that together to drive long-term growth. It's an incredibly rare and, frankly, powerful combination of skills. Which really leaves us with one final crucial question. And this is for any leader or hiring manager listening right now. When you find someone who has spent their entire career architecting meticulous, high-impact systems, and at the very same time has a proven passion for building capable, motivated people, you have to ask yourself, what could a leader like that build for your organization?